What's up guys, Gurdeep Singh from the Americans Institute of English. In this video, I'm going to talk about IELTS reading, the headings, right? It's a very difficult question type for many students. Coffee students, they बहुत औखा लगता है question type. So what I'm going to try to present to you is a way that you can attempt these if they are very, confusing for you. If you're having a hard time, ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਔਖੇ ਲੱਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ handle ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, right? So that's what I'm going to try to present to you. Now, I have to say one thing. You guys have to understand that if you're not a good reader, you need to become a good reader. कोई भी question type होवे, वो तां होगा if you are a good reader. Good reader किਵੇਂ बनना? You have to start reading. You have to read on a daily basis, and you have to start reading sentences, lines, understanding vocabulary, doing all those things, right? In the last video, I gave you my biggest tip for reading. Sab to badda ki hai, start reading, become a good reader. Okay? Now I'm going to try to kind of guide you headings de vich tusi ki kar sakde ho, tusi headings nu kis tarah handle kar sakde ho, how can you handle these headings, right? So that's what I'm going to try to present to you today. Again, in headings, it's not very important that you read every single sentence, right? That's not really important. ठीक है? Exam तो पहला जो भी पढ़ना कल्ला sentence समझ के पढ़ने की कोशिश करनी है. Now on exam day, जिस दिन exam देना, उस दिन तक कल्ला sentence पढ़ने की लोड़ नहीं. Now for headings specifically, intensive reading की बड़ी लोड़ है नहीं. All you need to do is kind of focus on the nouns, verbs, and the adjectives, also the adverbs. That will give you a main kind of summary of what the paragraph is about, and that should kind of guide you to the overall, central idea of the paragraph. Yaad rakho, it's not about one single sentence in the headings. It's about the whole paragraph. What is the whole paragraph trying to explain? ठीक है? We पूरे paragraph का मतलब की बने, पूरे paragraph की समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, right? It's not about one single sentence. So that means पहली line पढ़नी, reading the first sentence, reading the last sentence. It's not really going to help you guys. It's not really going to be an effective strategy. ठीक है? So जेड़े भी तुहानू कह दे पहली line पढ़ो, last line पढ़ो, ते कामयाब रहोगा. It's not very effective. ठीक है? First of all, become a good reader. Daily पढ़ना शुरू करो. Become a good reader. And second thing, focus on the main ideas. Recognize the nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs, right? So let's take a sample and let's see. Example, how can we do headings? All right, guys, let's get started. All right, guys. So here is the passage, right? The lost city. Now, the first thing, let's take a look at the headings here. We have the headings. Make sure you read the directions. Make sure you understand that it doesn't say something like you can use any heading more than once, right? So remember, कि वरी इस तरह हुंदा कि तुसी एक heading दो या एक बारी तो बाद वर्त सकदे हो. So make sure you check that in the instructions, right? Okay, now a lot of people have different strategies, and sometimes कई लोग कहते हैं कि पहला पर headings पहला पढ़नी है. I don't recommend that. I really believe that reading the headings first is going to confuse you, really. मतलब तुसी यहाँ जो कुछ पढ़ना ना जिला थोड़ा ज़्यादा confuse कर देना. So go straight to the paragraph, go straight into the reading. Now, the biggest thing that I want you to realize, सब तो बड़ी गल, you don't need to read every single sentence. हर एक कल्ला शब्द पढ़ने की लोड़ नहीं हैगी. You're actually going to confuse yourself. देखो, I know कि थोड़े reading level इतना ज़्यादा नहीं होना है. I understand that. Some of you do have a very good reading level, but some, for the most part, ज़्यादातर IELTS students, they have difficulty in reading and comprehending. So what I'm going to tell you now is probably the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. Don't read every single sentence very carefully and slowly. You need to read it quickly, and you need to get the main ideas. Concentrate on the nouns, on the adjectives, the verbs, the adverbs, right? Concentrate on these. Focus on them. Don't read every single little word, every to, it, he. Don't read these little prepositions, helping verbs, all these things. don't read those so much, don't concentrate on those so much. Dusri gal, the other thing that you need to think about is there's going to be a lot of words that are hard to pronounce, that are hard to kind of read, usually names. Now those you don't have to read. You just know, okay, this is the name. You don't have to read it. You don't have to spend time sounding it out. मेरा मतलब कहना था कि तुहानू पढ़ने दी लोड़ नहीं है कि देखो first paragraph A ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ठीक है US explorer and academic ਸੀਗਾ ਆ ਬੰਦਾ this person HB just call him HB you don't need to worry about what's how to pronounce the name here right you're going to waste time doing this okay explorer arrived that's my verb arrived South America 1911 okay so I got this I understand this ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ 1911 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ He was ready for what was to be the greatest achievement of his life. Tiga, his goal, oda goal ki siga, locate karna. Now listen, what am I doing? All I did was concentrate on the noun. His goal, locate karna. Tiga. The last capital, okay. Cusco lies. Ete. I don't have to really understand exactly what all this means. It lies here at this level. Fine. I don't even have to really read what the level is right now. You understand? क्योंकि headings कर रहे हैं अपन we don't have to really read intensively we're just trying to get overall मैनू की दस रहे ने so फिलहाल what have I understood from this in ना की पढ़ के भी बंदा आया right आया then all it really told me was ਇੱਥੇ जाना चाहता सी कि he wanted to go to some place and his goal was to locate right ਉਹਦਾ goal ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ that's it ठीक है then river they gave on a river they went on a river down Amazon through area okay that's it I'm done okay that's all I need be very quick about this don't get lost inside the paragraph right okay so what did we understand some person came to the Amazon his goal and went down a river that's basically all I had that's basically the main idea what are they trying to tell me here right so I go straight to my headings now what do I have right which one fits best with the information that I've received different accounts definitely not right I did not get any different accounts support I didn't see anything about support common belief not really the aim now this was definitely something that I can match with that paragraph right match heading so aim ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ definitely aim ਬਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਿੱਚ so notice ਕਰੋ this word aim is not in the paragraph this is a very very big mistake sometimes we see some words ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ word ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ paragraph ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਆ answer ਹੋਊਗਾ but usually those words will be rephrased guys they're not really going to use the same words if they do that's usually a trap to get you confused and think that this is the right one so here aim was not used but I understood कि मैंने goal दस रहे थे they were telling me about the goal his goal what it was for the trip so this definitely is the best heading okay now let's do this again now let's do it a little quicker and make sure you understand that you're not reading every single sentence ठीक है जो कोई word नहीं समझ आ रहा if you don't understand a word or a name you don't know how to pronounce it it's okay just skip it just kind of like abbreviate it and then move on to the main idea oh hacky idea right okay so let's go to second the next paragraph B let's see here B when Bingham Jad okay so they're talking about that time ठीक है they had an advantage सीगी so I understand this they had an advantage ठीक है over travelers who had preceded them that means कि ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ preceded so meaning ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ advantage ਸੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ a track had recently been blasted ਕੋਈ track blast ਹੋ ਗਿਆ almost all previous travelers ਪਹਿਲੇ travelers left the river ਇੱਥੇ at O just say O they left the river here O and taken a high pass across the mountains ठीक है fine thereby cutting substantial corner but also therefore never passing okay so ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਧਰੋਂ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ these guys ਇਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ advantage ਸੀਗਾ over other travelers so I understand they're talking about okay jad ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ when they went something about the path something about the trek previous ਐਵੇਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਐਵੇਂ ਸੀਗਾ so that's really all I understood and it was beneficial advantage ਸੀਗਾ ਕੋਈ right So let's take a look at the headings. Different accounts? No. Bingham gained support? Not really. A common belief? No. The aim of the trip? Aim, we've already used this one. We said goal, right? Dramatic description? I did not see any description. They were talking about just some track. Previous, not a comparison, Siga. And this time for them in Nadi, it was an advantage. So something about the track, Rasta Siga, the path. A new route. This definitely sounds, most likely, right? So these words are not really matching, from the passage, but the idea, they were talking about a track, some pass. So before, again, to now they had an advantage. All right, let's go to the next one really quickly. Let's go. C. So on this few days began slowly, tried to arrange sufficient mules. His companions showed no interest. So companions बारे गल कर रहे हैं जिहड़े नाल सीगे साथी, showed no interest. Had told them about the night before. The morning was dull. Seems to have been less keen on the prospect of climbing hills. He relates he had made ascent without having least expectation. Okay, so they're talking about us trip te hoya ki siga, right? They're talking about what happened, his friends, the day began slow, and they're kind of just giving events about what was going on the night before. So which one best, which heading really best matches? So different accounts. I didn't really see if any koi vakre accounts though hai nahi sige. Bingham di gall sigi ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, what was happening with him. That's I didn't have any different account here. Bingham gained support. They were talking about his companions were not interested. Slowly, right? Then slowly shuru hoya siga. That's all they were really talking about. The day started very slowly. Common belief? No. The aim of the trip? We already used it. A dramatic description. Dramatic. Now, definitely descriptions di gal hai, but not really a dramatic description. Huh? They were talking about slowly, right? So let's go on. A new route. We've already used this. Bingham publishes his theory. Publishes meaning writes, right? He writes it and it's out for the public. So the last one, definitely lack of enthusiasm, right? Slowly shuru hoya siga then, and his companions were not interested. So the paragraph is trying to explain to me, is trying to just really tell me about their lack of enthusiasm, their interest, right? All right, let's go to the next one, right? Let's go to D paragraph here. Bingham writes about the approach in vivid style. Okay, vivid de vich likhda. First, kuch, theek. Then there's a sense of mounting discovery he has come across. Okay. Then a mausoleum, followed by, okay, so they're talking about what he wrote about, all the things. Then this, right? It seemed like an unbelievable dream. Now, very quickly, I've kind of understood that they're telling me about, ki kuch dekhya si, what he saw, kind of the order that he saw it. And then at the end, seemed like an unbelievable dream. The sight held me spellbound. Right? He wrote, meaning this is what he wrote, this is what he said. So this paragraph is telling me all the things that Bingham wrote, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. Bingham. So let's take a look at the headings, right? So which one's best matching with what we just read about, what we just, different accounts of the same journey. Bingham gained support, a common belief, the aim of the trip, a dramatic description. So description. He wrote this, he wrote that, then this, then that, and that's what we kept seeing over and over again. Again, I can conclude that this is the best heading without actually having to read every single sentence. All right, guys, so that's how I want you to attempt the headings, right? So you're just focusing the main nouns, the adverbs, the adjectives, and the verbs, right? That's going to really tell you what the paragraph is mainly about, right? And that should help you, because a lot of students confuse ho jande ne vich je bahut dhyan naal kalla shabd padhan di koshish kar rahe ho tusi, you are going to get very confused. So I hope you found this helpful. If you guys have questions, if you have doubts, make sure you write in the comment section and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. See you next time, guys.